Worst idea ever. Hey everyone, I've been off my hormonal birth control for quite some time now. Actually, I think it's almost 6 years. Until end of last year, my OBGYN put me on a trial, 90-day trial for another hormonal pill, and I quit taking that, but that's the whole reason I've been confronted with this whole theme once again, and am reliving the whole side effects things and the aftermath, like adjusting to it. So when I was 13, my OBGYN prescribed me my very first contraceptive. I was very excited to take it, mainly because it was going to help with my acne, my irregular periods, and period cramps. And it did in the beginning. I had immaculate skin, great periods, always on time. My period cramps were still pretty bad, but bearable. I thought this was the best medication, until I kind of noticed that with 18 you outlived your puberty and you shouldn't have symptoms like mood changes all the time. And I kind of started questioning the whole thing. I was supposed to take my birth control 3 months at a time or until my period set in. And in the beginning it worked out. I didn't have any period cramps because I didn't have my period for 3 months at a time. But it went downhill. It was so bad. I got my periods all the time, never on time, way sooner than expected, very bad cramps, and it just wouldn't help anymore. And that's also when the negative side effects outweighed the positive ones. So I consulted my OBGYN once again, and she recommended for me to change birth controls. I shall say I've tested multiple different birth controls by then already. I think it was 4 or 5. I just wasn't so much about it anymore, and I asked her if there was anything else we could do, but everything she wanted to do was hormonal, and it wasn't for me anymore. So I made a pro and con list and did some research on different other contraceptives. The main reason I took it then was I was dating engaged to my now husband, but since we were in a long distance relationship, it was pretty much just for 2 months out of the year, and I didn't feel like stuffing hormones into my body for 10 months that I didn't really have any use for, but had to deal with mood swings, signs of depression, and other things. So I quit taking my birth control. Little did I know that I was going to deal with a whole lot more symptoms. All the symptoms pretty much reversed. My skin was breaking out constantly, and not just in my face. I had really bad acne on my back and on my chest, oily hair all the time. I could have just washed my hair, and once it was dry, it was oily again, especially the roots. But after a couple months of being off the birth control, I noticed how I was more becoming me. I didn't even know this person, but it felt right. I felt like I was so much more balanced, able to listen to my body, feel feelings that I couldn't really feel beforehand. If I could turn back time, I would not have started this in the first place. There's so much that I feel like I've missed. I think my puberty would have been so much different if I didn't stuff myself with hormones, because now I feel like I'm so much more balanced. I know how to control emotions. Well, not every time, but most of the time. Also, I feel like if I didn't start the whole birth control thing, I would have been more interested of chasing the actual roots and problems of why I'm having bad skin, irregular cycles, and period pains. And now that I'm 25, I just recently got diagnosed with PCOS, which is a main reason why I'm having all those acne problems and irregular cycles. I know I cannot turn back time, but I really hope to inspire some girls and women out there to listen more to their bodies, to find the actual problem that they're having and not just covering up with a contraceptive or hormones. And especially those who are having bad side effects, consider that it might be the birth control causing those symptoms. This is to be continued, but if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the other part of the series. And I'll see you around next time.